One of the most important moments in life is the moment you marry the person you love. To love and to cherish, to have and to hold, in sickness and in health, and everything else that goes with that. John and I loved and cherished each other for 2 decades, and like many gay and lesbian couples, we hoped the freedom to marry would come in our lifetimes. We feared that it wouldn't, but we dreamed it would. For us, that moment almost never came. John and I met in 1992 and fell in love. We talked about marriage over the years, but we always wanted it to be more than symbolic, for it to carry legal weight. That changed in 2013 when the Windsor ruling was released. We decided to get married, but we had obstacles to overcome. John had been diagnosed with ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, in 2011. He was bedridden and in at-home hospice care. I couldn't simply take John 6 blocks in his wheelchair to our local county courthouse because Ohio bans same-sex marriage. We had to go to another state. Driving long hours in the back of an ambulance would be physically punishing on John, and he couldn't fly on a commercial flight. That meant chartering a medical jet was our only option. Our family and friends wanted to be part of our wedding, and their gift to us was helping to pay for the entire $13,000 cost of the medical jet. We landed at Baltimore, Washington International Airport and said those magical words, "I thee wed," on the tarmac. We were back in the air within 45 minutes of landing. The word husband was suddenly used a lot in our home. We felt different, better, more complete, even after more than 20 years together. 3 months after we wed in Maryland, John passed away. In a few weeks, the state of Ohio, where I have lived almost my entire life, will stand before the justices of the United States Supreme Court and argue that my state should not be made to honor John's and my lawful marriage, and that I should not be listed on my husband's death certificate as his surviving spouse. When we wed, neither of us could have predicted that our marriage would one day be at the center of litigation before the highest court in the land. But it is because we had Maryland to come to. And thankfully, Equality Maryland led the fight for the freedom to marry for more than a decade. You see, equality doesn't just appear. It doesn't just happen. Someone has to fight for it. John is my husband, my forever love, and I'll be forever grateful to Equality Maryland for making it possible for me to marry John. Help me help Equality Maryland fight for equality for our whole community. There is work yet to be done.